Now that we have chosen an organization, named our classroom, and invited our teaching assistants and administrators, we can create our student roster. There are 3 ways to add students to our classroom. First, we can choose to import our students from our learning management system. GitHub Classroom integrates with these learning management systems and other systems on the LTA standard. Let's import students using Google Classroom. I'll choose Google Classroom and authorize it if I haven't already. Next, I can find the classroom that I want to import, and I'll import my student roster. I'll click Link to Google Classroom once I've found my class. Now I will click to import my students from Google Classroom. My student roster has been added, and I can see my students from the Students tab. On the Students tab, if I make any changes to my roster, I can sync those changes from my LMS. For our second way to add students, let's go back and add students from a CSV file. From the Learning Management System prompt, I'll skip using an LMS. At the bottom of this student view, I can choose to import students from a text or CSV file. Here I have a list of student IDs separated by commas in a .csv file. In GitHub Classroom, I'll choose to import students from this file. This gives me my student roster. For our third way to add students, we can add or edit student identifiers in the text field. Here we have our student IDs, 1 per line, and we don't have to use commas. We can use any identifier that makes sense to us: student IDs, first and last names, or email addresses. I'll click Create Roster. With my students imported, on the Students tab, I can see my list of students. From here, I can update students if I need to. I can sync from a learning management system, add students to the text field, or upload another CSV file. I can remove students by clicking the X next to their name. When students accept an assignment, they'll be prompted to link their GitHub accounts to our roster themselves. If a student chooses the wrong identifier, we can unlink their GitHub account from this Students tab. I'll go back to the Assignments tab, and now we're ready to create our first assignment.